This is where the ballistics thing came from, Red Juror, and whatever freakazoids still like the stupid memes. Yes, breasts on a woman.
Yeah, out of here!
Please, God, love yourself now!
Secure the ballistics.
Yeah, I heard about this new Spider-Man movie. They just shoved in Jean Grey for, like, no reason. Disney has no idea what the fuck they're doing. Like, I get the feeling... I didn't watch the video, but it sounded like Sony wanted to have Venom in the movie. But Marvel, does not. So, they end up doing this weird-ass shit. Now, don't get me wrong, like, Sony's version of Venom is the worst iteration of the character ever of all time. Like, holy fuck, is it terrible. And the last movie was just an embarrassment. Like, it was like a $5 movie, as I used to say. I feel like it's been long enough, I almost should re-explain the $5 movie lore. Not that it's really relevant anymore. Okay, so the $5 movie lore, for all the new friends, is that me, my dad, my brother used to watch movies that you could buy for $5 from Redbox. Right? That was the meme. It's like, if the movie could be bought from a Redbox for $5, then it was like a super cheap, like, trash movie. And we would watch a bunch of these and just riff on them. You know, it's kind of fun to watch terrible movies. But anyway, so that's my point, is the third Venom movie was like a $5 movie. It's fucking trash. So there's this channel. I don't know why I got recommended it. Maybe I watched one of his older videos. No. Guy called Lumar. I promise this isn't me talking shit about a YouTuber again. Okay, maybe it is a little bit. But like, this guy just out of nowhere is talking about how in the movie they don't treat Punisher like a psycho. It's like, yeah, it's almost like there's a lot of police officers who wish there was a vigilante killing criminals instead of them just, you know, being let back onto the streets 6 months after they get arrested. You know, and for doing heinous shit like murdering and raping people. Yeah, it's almost like the Punisher wouldn't be treated as a psycho except by leftist. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, yeah, I don't like John Bernthal Punisher either, but I'm just saying, like, killing criminals is good. Letting them live is bad. I feel like this is something all of our ancestors understood. Didn't I watch a Lumar vid on stream? That's probably why I got recommended the video. I don't know, I just thought, yeah, that part kind of pissed me off of the video when he said, what do I think Ryan Gosling is a new Ghost Rider? Is that real? Is Ryan Gosling gonna be Ghost Rider? That sounds goofy as shit, if true. I would assume Disney would have done the Mexican Ghost Rider because they love, you know, their diversity garbage. It's confirmed and it's Johnny Blaze. Wow. You know what? Fuck, I might have to see the new Ghost Rider for the meme. I feel like he's not going to act like him. They keep miscasting Ryan Gosling. If you're going to cast Ryan Gosling, he has to act a little autistic, okay? That's a requirement. Not like a fucking Redditor like he did in Project Hail Mary. Yeah, his wife is older than him, too. All the Hollywood marriages are basically arranged marriages, though. They might as well be humiliation rituals. I mean, in some cases, they are humiliation rituals. Being on the new Odyssey movie drama. I mean, I never had any intention of watching that shit. From what I heard, it's not as woke as, you know, the hype, but who cares? I mean, it's still obvious that Nolan did that shit just so that he'd be eligible for an Oscar, you know, and that's what's pathetic. It's like, yeah, you're gonna have Helen of Detroit, you're gonna have Elliot Page in the movie looking fucking ridiculous. Stupid. I did listen to a little bit of the Sargon video where he talked about details. I feel like he was just boomer rambling about shit, and my attention span just disappeared, so I forgot most of what he said. But he did talk about, like, the Polyphemus shit didn't even make sense because, like, Odysseus didn't do the whole "oh, I'm nobody" thing or whatever, right? I believe it or not, I actually read the Odyssey in middle school. They had us read it. Yeah, I remember enjoying it. Yeah, I saw the Blade Runner shit. I didn't watch the trailer because I just don't even want to expose myself to that garbage. But yeah, I can't believe that shit's real. This is why when people say woke is dead, I'm just like, just stop, man, just stop. Save your dignity, please. I know your fans are all fucking brain dead subhumans, but maybe one day they'll stop being subhuman. And if that ever happens, then you need to stop doing this griftery shit. And all the Blade Runner episodes are dropping at once in November 25th, conveniently around the time of the game release drought for this year, so maybe a review. Maybe, yeah, I certainly could. It's been a long time since I broke my, like, no non-gaming content rule. Like, it was the Barbie movie, I think, was the last time. So I could do it again. Like, who gives a fuck, man? Like, I don't think any of the people who watch me are like, yes, I only care about gaming. Nah, obviously, many of you guys care about the culture war shit. Like, if there's anything I've learned from comics, they're the worst medium of storytelling ever produced. Ever. Alright, let's watch the death battle. Xenoverse 3. Yeah, we can watch the Xenoverse 3 gameplay showcase.
These two dark Supermen
just
prove
remind
that
me after this.
sometimes absolute power corrupts absolutely.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
One
Was
superhero.
manga okay? Yeah, I mean, I think I've said this before. Like, I respect every mangaka that knows when to end the manga. But when they have a shit ending, like Attack on Titan or like My Hero Academia or Chainsaw Man, any of these, and I'm not even invested in those, to be clear. To be clear, I tried My Hero Academia, thought it was kind of gay. Attack on Titan, I liked the first 2 seasons, then I just didn't care when I heard the manga went off the cliff in terms of like, and I don't even mean the ending. I mean like just the direction of it did not interest me at all. And then Chainsaw Man, I just never cared because that was past when I stopped caring about anime, so I never watched Chainsaw Man. But the point of what I'm saying is that a good writer has an ending in mind. If the editor comes to you and says, okay, dude, we're not making money no mo, you gotta wrap this shit up, and then you just pull the gayest, subversivest, cuckiest shit out of your ass because you're a fucking Japanese man with the testosterone of a grandma, love yourself now! You're a piece of shit. You're milking it for money anyway. You're a bitch-ass motherfucker. How are you any better than comic books at that case? But everyone else who's like, okay, the story's over. Here's my conclusion. Respect. Absolute, infinitely more respect than Marvel or DC Comics. Absolutely. But the few cases I just named, all of you go fuck yourselves, you retards, and your cucks get loved in Minecraft or something. I don't know. Okay, let's move on.
What if the reason we forgot Sentry is that he wanted to be forgotten?
To save us from himself.
As the story goes, Robbie Reynolds was just your average, ordinary high school teen until the day he accidentally drank this super soldier serum.
At that moment, Robbie was imbued with the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns, becoming one of the strongest superheroes in existence.
That's gonna be one hell of a bowel movement. And what better way to use his new powers than to become a sentry to all mankind?
In a never-ending crusade
Yeah,
against
I
his
get the
devious
idea here.
arch
He was
nemesis,
Superman,
the Boy.
but
He's got
everyone
all your
forgot
classic,
about
I
him,
can't believe
basically.
He's got Kryptonian superpowers like super strength, speed, durability, and flight.
He can spot you from
Dude, I'm so glad I don't watch Marvel shit anymore, but I heard that this movie was supposed to be commentary on, like, incels or something. Like, they tried to make Sentry into, like, some kind of doomer-ass dude, and, like, it was about, like, therapy and feelings or some shit. It's like, god damn, man. I know Disney has infinite money. They genuinely have infinite money, so they could fail 50 more movies and it'd be okay. But that's so embarrassing. Especially because the Thunderbolts that they chose for the movie are basically like street-level heroes versus a god. I mean, he's Superman. Sentry is Superman. So it's like, this is the cringiest movie in human history. Like, I'm so glad I don't watch this shit anymore. God damn.
Sentry's cells absorb and process the sun's rays, and if he wants to, he can fire that solar energy right back at you in a powerful laser, or bend light away to turn invisible, or use it to make force fields.
Really, the Sentry can draw power from anywhere and everywhere. When he was forcibly shrunk down to subatomic size, he started pulling energy from the microverse instead. And despite being microscopic, his punches were strong enough to destroy planets, even while holding back.
Sentry can teleport, communicate
See, this is my issue, dude. This is my issue. Like, when DBZ pulls this shit, it's fine to a point. Because DBZ is not really meant to be even remotely realistic. But comic books are supposed to take place in a realistic world. So when you have a character that can punch planets out of existence, there's no one who can take him. There's no one who can take him. I know they try to have, like, oh, Thor, when he's mega powered up, can take him. Hulk, when he's ultra mega mad, can take him. But then you have, like, the DBZ problem, but worse, where there's a whole lot of claims about who can take who, but there's no feats. So it's just like, this is meaningless wankery for retards. You know what I mean? Like, I know I've talked shit about Baki recently, but on some level I can almost respect Baki minus the gay shit. Because Baki is like, none of this is supposed to make sense, basically. Like, this is just retarded uber masculinity, but also kind of gay at the same time type of shit, where it doesn't need to make sense. That I'm fine with. When you try to make it make sense, anyone who's not a complete moron is going to be like, well, this makes no sense at all. This is stupid. Why would I care? The verisimilitude is annihilated. It's annihilated.
Destroy planets, even while holding back.
Sentry can teleport, communicate telepathically, and even read and mess with minds.
He's also a genius with a super brain comparable to Tony Stark and Reed Richards. He's even built his own watchtower with an advanced AI that is constantly monitoring the planet for threats.
Jesus Christ, he's like the Avengers all in one. Why do there even need to be any other superheroes?
Indeed.
That looked
the Sentry
dude, what happened to the special effects for Marvel movies? You guys seeing this? This looks fucking terrible.
Christ, he's like the Avengers all in one.
Dude, look at how slow this is. Did they slow this footage down? I know nobody here has watched this in theaters. This looks fucking trash.
He's like the Avengers.
Look at how bad that looks.
Why do there even need to be any other superheroes?
Indeed. The Sentry is more than strong enough to take on Marvel's heaviest hitters, like his famous battle with the Green Scar Hulk. Where Black Bolt, Iron Man, and Doctor Strange failed, the Sentry was the only one who stood against the Hulk's full power.
He's also battled Thor, who collapsed an infinite number of timelines into one by clashing with...
I mean, I have to give it some creativity. It's not, oh, he moved 5 times faster than light speed. But he collapsed a million universes. That's the funny thing about, like, Invincible. You see all these people complaining about power scaling in Invincible. If they tried to portray comic books into animation the same way they do Invincible, everyone would have the same complaints. They absolutely would. There is no consistent power scaling in comics. Never has been. So why would you care about things happening when nothing ever happens? Comic books are the ultimate example of nothing ever happens. It always has to go back to the status quo no matter what. That's why I said, for mangas that end, they're all better than comics. I mean, and again, I'm saying this as a guy who loved superheroes. There's still characters I like in superheroes. You know, I still love Venom and Punisher and some of these other anti-hero types. But nothing ever happens in comics. Ever. Because it's not allowed to happen.
With another Thor!
The Sentry is incredibly fast, too. He can bend space and speed blitz Ares, who can move within Planck time, the smallest unit of time possible in our universe.
He's stated to be as fast as the Heralds of Galactus, like the Silver Surfer, who once outraced the multiverse blowing up. The Surfer flew so fast...
Silver Surfer outraced the universe blowing up. That doesn't sound cool. That sounds stupid.
If Sentry healed a person's broken back, Void would give someone else cancer. What an asshole!
For every good act the Sentry performs, the Void commits an evil one. Because the truth was, the Sentry and the Void were one and the same.
Bum, bum, plot twist. Turns out Sentry's whole origin story was a lie. Robbie Reynolds...
Yeah, this is what reminds me. This was last stream. I was looking at the 183 centimeters for The character in Echoes the Living. I'm like, what these tall ass motherfuckers? Get them out of here. Where's the 5'9" heroes or whatever? And someone's like, that's average. Age 26, 1.83 meters. Fuck you, you tall motherfucker. It's factually the top 15% of the population. That's not average. Even me, the guy who doesn't think 5 is average. That's not average. That's like saying 8.5 out of 10 is average. Fuck you.
Wasn't a 60s high schooler beating up bullies like some Jack Kirby comic.
In reality, Bob Reynolds was a schizophrenic meth addict who drank the Sentry Serum just to get high. And the Void was, in reality, a malevolent godlike entity bonded to Bob that was the...
Yeah, we're only 3 minutes in. I might have to skip. All you need to know is Sentry Superman. He did some crazy shit. The problem is when you skip in Death Battle videos, then you miss like, he moved 10 times faster than light and he punched the multiverse with his pinky finger. And then when you watch the Death Battle, like, duh, how he win though? And then they explain it at the end. So I don't know. I guess we'll skip ahead anyway. We'll skip it anyway. It's okay. Let's listen to Superboy Prime. It's fine.
Man can fly.
Yeah, Wiz, but in the pages of DC Comics, everyone in their irradiated 6-dimensional gorilla mother can do it.
Well, what about in the real world? Not Earth 1 or Earth 2, but our own Earth. Earth Prime.
The Earth of you, me, and Clark Kent. A totally normal boy from New England who just happened to share a name with that comic book character.
Mere coincidence. With everyone he knew and loved gone, Clark took shelter in a pocket dimension with other cosmic refugees. Now an anachronism in DC's new, rebooted, post-crisis continuity, Clark was forced to watch as the comics landscape changed before his eyes. As stories became darker and morally complex, as heroes
oh my God,
failed to be the paragons
morals.
of good he saw them as in his childhood.
As someone
Wowie
else
zowie.
got to be Superboy.
Some people can't stand change, can't stand to see a world that doesn't look the way it did when they were a child.
Holy
The
fuck,
day-
excuse me? What are you trying to say, Death Battle, you fucking pieces of shit? I'm Superboy Prime, and I'm going to erase you motherfuckers in real life in Roblox, of course. I'm sending it Uncle Ted hello to Screw Attack, or, well, it's not Screw Attack, Death Battle headquarters, wherever the fuck that is.
He needed to be saved by Superboy, the real Superboy, Superboy Prime.
So he did what any Superboy would do. Punch really hard. He punched his way out of the dimension so hard, the shockwaves rippled through the universe and retconned DC Comics. Superboy was back. And
I'm so tired of Lefty Fat sneaking into everyone's videos all the time. This is why there's so many fucking neo-Nazi type people in the world now. I mean, these retards will never accept any responsibility for what they did by being obnoxious. No! And I think it's great, obviously. I don't do it to be a reactionary, but I will say it makes how I feel much easier when I know these fucking scum fucks are shoving their morals down everyone's throats.
All right, the battle's about to begin, but first, Hitch Calls are back. Hey, I'm Ben, the voice of Wiz.
And I'm Chad, the voice of Boomstick.
And we're reopening matchup pitches on the Death Battle store.
This is a way to meet with Chad and I, the creators of Death Battle, and pitch your favorite matchup to us via video call.
Oh my god, these fuckers have the nerve to be like, racist chuds like Superboy Prime hate Browns. And then you're selling matchup videos, you fucking you disgusting pieces of shit. I hate you so much. Fuck you.
Much longer. Quit while you're...
Wait, okay, hold on.
This city won't last much longer. Quit while you're behind.
Wait,
kid.
so no intro? They just start fighting? Yeah, they just start fighting, okay. There's not even an intro.
This city won't last much longer. Quit while you're behind, kid.
Mess up a superhero crossover? No way, dork.
This is so ass. This shit is so ass.
Onomatopoeia coming right up!
You're dealing with someone who has the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns!
Big mistake, dipwad. It's prime time.
It's what?
Okay, what the writing is so cringe in this one. I feel like it's not usually this bad. Who the fuck wrote the dialogue for this? You know, I'm blaming DBZ Abridged. I'm just gonna say it. You guys would be like, what? What's the connection? I just recognize the writing style to some
gay-ass DBZ Abridged shit.
I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
Are you kidding me? Another Dark Superman fraud? Boring!
Remind me again, whatever happened to Lori? It's over, Clark. There is no happy ending. Not for you, not for me, not for anyone else in the void.
Haven't you ever read a comic book, you big freaking nerd? There's always a happy ending.
The 2D animation mixed with pixel art is very strange. It's weird.
Bob? You kept talking about the Sentry. Bad dream?
No idea, Lindy. Best sleep I've had in years.
Crisis averted.
Alright, sure, why not? Whatever, let's listen to the explanation. I don't know.
Let's break this down into 3 chapters. Their strength, intelligence, and powers.
As with any flying brick fight, the first question you gotta answer is, who's stronger?
That was
Prime and
just
Sentry
very
are
cringe,
naturally
I gotta
two of the
say.
head after the Mad Bat had absorbed the powers of both Perpetua and, what do you know, Dr. Manhattan. Both of which alone could threaten all of DC Comics.
And unlike with Molecule Man, there's nothing to suggest the Darkest Night was holding back. In a straight
Comics are so fucking stupid. They're so stupid. Man, they're dumb. Who the fuck thinks this is cool? Does anyone buy this comic? Did anyone buy the comic where the Darkest Night, he absorbed the power of Dr. Manhattan, the Perpetua, he real strong. You can tell I've been watching the Flash Kids videos. That's the retard ways to do it this time.
And, what do you know, Dr. Manhattan. Both of which alone could threaten all of DC Comics.
And unlike with Molecule Man, there's nothing to suggest the Darkest Night was holding back. In a straight brawl, Prime takes the edge in strength. But muscles aren't everything. Maybe Sentry could figure out a way around Prime's brawn.
This is why Saitama works.
Prime does possess a super
Because One Punch Man, intentionally or not, shows the absolute absurdity of a guy who could just beat anyone in one punch, and at least plays with that concept. Comics would rather have Superman get like kneecapped by, you know, I don't know, Batman with no prep time with his hands tied behind his back than have any consistency at all.
As the Merge Sentry, he's operating at his peak, fully in control of his powers. In a test of wits and wills, the Sentry was the more intelligent.
But the main question in this matchup had to do with their batshit insane powers.
With the Sentry's ability to reshape molecular matter and warp perception of reality to such an incredible degree, his powers seem much more versatile than Prime's. Prime may be stronger, but heat vision, frost breath, and Kryptonian punches aren't going to do much in the long run against someone who can regenerate from a single atom.
Well, I'll be honest, I'm one of the people who's not really interested in most of the other characters, except Garo. I liked Garo. That was the only other. I don't care about Geno at all. I really don't give a single fuck about him. But Garo I did like.
Unless Prime could find a way around Sentry's insane regeneration, he was toast.
Luckily for Prime,
I guess King is funny. That's about it, though. I don't know.
Pre-crisis Kryptonians also resist a lot of mind manipulation anyway, so good luck trying.
Now, Prime hasn't always had the most perfect control over his retcon punch, so he might need more than one blow to finish the job.
But Prime was more than capable of. Prime takes the final edge in powers.
With no way to easily put him down, Prime would eventually muscle his way through and retcon the void away for good.
Sorry, Bob.
Wowie zowie. I'm sorry. You've lost me. I'm out.
Secure the ballistics.